National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Flush to his right. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the red zone now, Tannehill. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darius Leonard, he's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception?
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. You're not going to hear Jimmy Garoppolo mentioned among the strongest arms in the league, but that doesn't mean he can't beat you with a long one. Point after try forthcoming. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At their own 29-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
A first down carry for Henry. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now it slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. Touchdown, Titans. Giovanni Bernard. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they sit out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At their own 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw is Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And they'll be set up with great field position as this is going to be touchdown right at the 40-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 36, Garoppolo. Open man right side is Tony. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, it's Taylor, and he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Kadarius Toney, his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 45 on 2nd down, Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And Bolt is shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll bring up second down.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. The kick by Crosby is good, but hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had
to. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He's got his tight end over the middle. That's Ferkser. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Henry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Henry again.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. From the gun is Eason. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Fielded at the 33. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Play action. It's Tannehill. Caught on the right side by Jones. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help, obviously.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now a dump off here complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Tannehill.
Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Firkser.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd and inches, Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds.